Oi, get out of it!
Welcome to the Out of It podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those good things. Today's guest, all the way from Wanganui. I guess I'm all the way from Hamilton in Wanganui. Fresh off the back of the Comedy Fest in Auckland, Kajun Brooking. Let's go.
Hi, bro.
Oh, so excited to actually be having you on. Because just straight into it, how did the Comedy Fest go?
It went good, man. It went better than I'd expected because I actually packed a few of the rooms out, which was good. And before you even go, you're not too sure how ticket sales were. Like I had a really bad month, bro, before leading into it, and everything that had happened and stuff like that. I hadn't done as much advertising as I usually do.
Yeah.
I hadn't sort of involved myself as much as I did the year before. I think the year before, there was a bit more hype around it because I think it was my second year.
Oh, did you do the Comedy Fest last year as well?
Bro, this year was my third year.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
wow. Oh.
Yeah.
Jokes? Never mind.
Yeah. And the first year you sort of, I had a producer, so I didn't have to do a lot of the work. The second year, it was just me. I ended up just going alone and like put 100% into it, went hard. And then this year, had a busy month, had a lot of distractions going on, didn't put as much into it. So when I got there and it was successful, yeah, bro, I was pumped, man. Yeah, it was good.
Oh, wow. So how did the first one compare to the last one, the most recent one then? Like your performance or whatever you think was the most important part to be working on while you were there?
No, it was way different because the first one, because I had a producer, he took care of most of it and then I just showed up. Yeah, and I just did my mahi and then just left. Where I've got to now, yeah, way different. Show was definitely better, the quality. And I just knew more about sort of what to expect with doing an hour, as opposed to, I think when I did the first one, I had only done one solo hour.
Real?
Yeah, and that was in Gisborne, and that was cool. So when I got to this one this year, man, I've probably got I can't even think, but like a whole bunch of solo hours under my belt. Yeah, so way easier, bro, way easier. Yeah.
So how did you go about getting that first hour in Gisborne?
Yeah, so Gisborne was the first hour. How did I go about that? I pretty much, it was like a compilation of all my jokes at the time.
Yeah, because I'm in a realm of 6 minutes. There's no way I could even imagine doing 60. So that first 60 minutes you did in Gisborne, was that a show you produced yourself? Was that someone that wanted to book you for it?
No, that one was a Gisborne Comedy Festival that they had on at the time.
Really?
Yeah, bro, in Gizzy, yeah. Bro, I'm going to go check a t-shirt on. It's fucking hot.
Oh, yeah, you go for it, bro.
I think it was that damn hot drink that I had.
Oh, stinky drink, that's right.
Yeah, the Gizzy one. How did you even know about that, bro?
Bro, I didn't. You just said it.
Oh, yeah. That the first one was in Gizzy. Yeah. Now, I'll check a t-shirt on.
Yeah, so you Gisborne. So how many years were you, because you started, 2020?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, 6 years now. Yeah.
That's pretty sick. That's crazy that 6 years was that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how long did it take you to get to that first hour situation then, you reckon?
Oh, I think maybe a couple of years. Yeah. Bro, when I did my first hour, pretty much I was still fucking organising my hour, an hour before showtime. Yeah, it was so tight. And I took all my gear up to Gizzy, so I had my computer, my lappy. I had like a full-blown fucking studio going on in my accommodation because I had a lot of sort of graphics and jokes that were based around sort of visuals and shit like that.
Oh, real?
Yeah, bro. Just to eat up that time.
Yeah.
But because somebody once told me, when you're doing an hour, say for instance, even if you, that's probably bad advice, but even if you haven't got your hour, to still accept
the challenge?
Yeah, and the opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
And then that'll fucking just drive your ass to get that hour.
Oh.
And it sounds terrible, bro. It sounds like you're putting yourself under the pump, and you are. But in reality, you're not going to pull that hour unless you have that pressure of having to get that hour out. Yeah. And in everyday life, if you're not going to commit to doing an hour show or anything like that, bro, you're never going to build an hour show. You just go with the motions, show up, do your 10, do your 20. But that's the other good point is, for all comedians, you need to start off with, your durations, like nail your 5, nail your 10, your 15, your 20, and then you keep going through to hit the hour though, because you can hit an hour, But here's the bit. Like, it's easy to create an hour show, but is it going to be funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, like an hour of funny. Like, you can get up there for an hour and just talk shit.
Yeah, literally. Like, you can do a TED Talk for an hour.
Pretty much. Yeah,
no
pretty
laughs.
much. But I put a lot of pressure on myself to, to produce good comedy and to be funny and to entertain. Yeah, so that was my drive, was when the offer was there that I could do Gisborne. And I'm Ngāti Porou, so I'm originally from there.
Yeah.
And so they thought that it'd be good for me to go through there. I'd already have an audience, which I already did in that town. And so I pulled an hour out of my ass by getting all my A game material at the time, combine it with like my B game material, and then extend jokes or put in a few fillers and stuff like that, and even incorporate some of my social stuff that I was doing at the time, just to get the hour. Yeah, and to be fair, bro, say for instance, my first solo hour, bro, sold out. I think I was the only person that sold out at that festival. Of course, bro, it was my people. It was like Gizzy, bro, it was Māoris galore. And the other catches, bro, it was during the flipping storm.
Oh.
So outside the venue when I showed up there, bro, the worst weather imaginable, which surprised me that everyone still came out. And the other thing, bro, the Warriors were playing.
Oh.
Yeah, the Warriors were playing at the exact time. And, I had a feeling like, because I weighed all that stuff up before I went out there. And I think it wasn't until I turned up, like I knew ticket sales were going good. It wasn't until I turned up at the time that they let me know that I'd sold out. Yeah, and I couldn't believe that considering the weather and the Warriors.
Literally.
But the funny thing was, there were people before I actually started that were on their phones watching the Warriors game. Yeah. They did turn it off as the show started.
Oh, good on them.
Well, I mean, it was only an hour anyway. And I think the game was sort of, coming towards the end anyway.
Yeah.
But I had a dream run, bro. My first show ever. Put heaps of pressure on myself. But, bro, only finished the show like fucking an hour before I hit the stage. Yeah.
Oh, like preparing it.
Yeah. And, you wouldn't believe the amount of pressure. It may not be like this for everybody, but for me, it was just...
I can think of the nerves. The nerves must have been through the roof.
Yeah. It was. But, got there in the end. Yeah, got a show together, went down there and killed, bro. Yeah, I filmed it, so I've got it sitting in there in the bank. And, it was good. Yeah, it was a good show.
Ridiculous. That is hectic. Because then what's it like doing shows around Wanganui?
Around here?
Yeah, like myself, at least in Hamilton, it's very grim, like just whatever. It's a mediocre town.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas like I'm always running around to like Tauranga or Auckland or whatever. And so is that like the case here, or is there like is there pretty regular things going on in Wanganui?
It slowed down a little bit. For a minute there was a lot of comedians around here, and so that sort of amped up the amount of shows that were happening. There were other people that were producing in this area, and they had shows available. Some of them sort of aren't around. There was Hello Comedy, but Dave Wiggins, he's moved over, he's in New Plymouth now.
Yeah.
But they still run the Wanganui Comedy Gala over here at the Wanganui Opera House. Yeah, so that's a once-a-year thing. Huge, bro. That one's a big one.
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
And they still have the open mic here. They did used to have regular shows, but not as much anymore, especially for the local comedians. But
because what's the population like for the comedians-wise?
Here?
Yeah.
It's higher than you would expect.
Yeah.
But I'd say the only thing about my fellow local comedians is some of them are off and on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't commit 100% sort of thing. And if you want to make it in this game, you got to be all in, bro.
Oh,
yeah,
you got to be.
You got to decide whether this is what you want to do or not. You can
mosey about.
Dabble and hobby, but If you want to get somewhere, you got to be all in.
Yeah, I feel like a psycho driving this much, but then you look at someone like Callum, and he's putting up kilometres like no one's seen.
Yeah. I don't know how Kelly does it. I don't know how many cars he's been through so far, or how many Warren Fitnesses he's had to get. But I don't know. Maybe he's like sponsored by BP or something. I'm not too sure, bro. Yeah, I think he's running some kind of side hustle. He's
because
slanging or something.
So do you catch yourself going to like Wellington as much as possible? And I don't know, where else would you go? Like Auckland, but that's really far away.
Bro, you want to know, I mean, I'm already privy to this. I don't know if this is surprising to you or anything like that, but I don't chase comedy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so what I do is I'll put myself in a position where I just kick back and I wait for comedy to come to me.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't travel for open mics or anything like that. I'll go to Palmy mainly because the guys over there, especially Comedy Hub, they've supported me from day one.
Yo.
So I always pay my dues, bro, and I'll go over there. Not so much because I have to as a comedian, but go over there to help them and to sort of, give back, I guess. Yeah.
So you're saying like you're in the upper echelon of like, you're above the anything for stage time situation, and now you're just like, cool, if there's an opportunity that's worth doing, it's getting done.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I've been fortunate enough, and I don't even know how it's worked out this way, but I just get offered a lot of gigs, and stuff like that. So pretty much I get offered enough to not have to chase or not have to ask or anything like that. We're a bit of Twisted with that production crew. If Matt's got something going on, especially in the region, if it's in the region, I'll do my best to come along, and more so to give back to the region, because I'm actually passionate about comedy in this area and also the Hawke's Bay where I'm from, and developing it there, and like developing the comedians and supporting them as well. So if Matt and them are in the area, I'll look into it, and if I can, I'll jump on, for the region. And, sometimes Matt's trying to give me money or whatever, and that's cool, but the main thing is, just giving back and trying to develop the comedy in these smaller regions, bro, because the big cities are different, they've already got a lot going on in there. But comedy is, it's nationwide. Everybody deserves stand-up comedy. You got to bring it to all these smaller towns and stuff like that. You got to give everybody a good laugh.
Oh, that's cool. Because like when you go up to Auckland, it's like, oh wow, this is crazy. Like it's pumping, there's energy, there's people. But coming to these cute little towns, they're so cute, and like, why can't they get a bit of love as well? Yeah,
the other thing I will say, man, that maybe people from the city don't realise, but in these smaller regions, you can fast track your learning. So with comedy, I geek out on everything that I'm passionate about. So with comedy, I geek out nerd-wise. I'm a nerd when it comes to comedy. You'll learn things in these smaller places that can fast track your comedy, as opposed to if you're institutionalized to the same venues, the same town and all that sort of stuff. Bro, when I first started, some of the big lessons I learned, like I was Sanson, bro. Have you been to Sanson?
No.
It is, fuck, bro, you blink and you miss it. It's a small little town between Bulls, or pretty much Wanganui and Palmy.
Yes, no, I thought it was a person, but I think I have been through there before,
Now, I think we were talking about something like this earlier, but I went to this gig, I would have been like about 6 months in, and I went to this gig, and in the first half, people were performing, and no one was listening, bro. There were people playing pool. It was loud. I always remember this old lady, she walked into the bar, and she was loud as fuck, bro, and she hollered out, she was like, what she say? She was like, hey, Bev, where the fuck is Merv? Or something like really loud, bro, while someone was performing. And it got so bad, bro. I reckon people probably went home that night and contemplated giving up comedy, that sort of thing. But what I learnt that night in that venue is that I'd call it commanding the room, and that's how I learnt it. But that place was like so noisy, so rowdy. I thought to myself, when I get up there, like I have to fucking dominate this room. Like these guys playing pool at the back here, I need to get them to put these fucking cues away and come listen to me. So I went out there, full throttle, bro, full energy, loud, had a quick dig at the guys at the back, and of course I got their attention. And then from there, bro, I won the room and just went for it and had a killer set, even though everybody else had struggled in that room. And learned the power of actually just commanding the room. Like going in there like, hey man, this is my time, motherfuckers, stop what you're doing. This is my room. You over there, like you stop what you're doing, you fucking listen to what I got to say.
Having a bit of authority.
But not doing it like that. Like, otherwise, cues and pool balls start flying. But, at least recognizing what I had to do in order to be successful, which is the makings of a good comedian. Now, you can't always do that. There's some rooms that they just cannot be turned, but you still have to do your best in order to put yourself in the best possible position to succeed.
Because that was definitely the case last night, where it was like rowdy room, and it was almost like you had to turn to crowd work to just get them to listen. And then it was like almost futile to go into material, but you still tried. And it was just very much the case of a learning experience I wasn't going to get in Auckland.
Something like that. I reckon it starts at the beginning. So it has to be a collective thing with everybody that's performing, where you recognise what's happening, and you have to start trying to build their attention back from the start all the way through.
Yeah.
If someone's not doing that, you're never going to win them. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's really cool to hear, because I'm going to be emceeing tonight, and maybe the same thing might happen. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, emceeing in itself, is a totally different thing to doing your set.
Yeah.
And running a room when you're MC. Yeah, it's a whole different craft. But I don't mind emceeing. It's cool. Yeah.
But like, you don't get the same like buzz or whatever, like, oh, just get to go and do my thing, blah blah blah. There's like, you've got a job to do.
Yeah, you do. But emceeing opens up opportunities for other situations. Yeah, like say for instance, you do your set, you go out. Majority of it's premeditated. You're banging it out. You might have some crowdy stuff going on. Someone might heckle, and then you get to work with that. But yeah, with the emceeing, you get to have more fun. Yeah, I reckon.
Like you joke about, like you think of something off stage, you come back, you rip it out. Do this, you do that. More opportunities to like do better. Have, as you said, more fun.
And you don't necessarily have to. Well, it helps if you're funny, but you don't necessarily have to be. You know, your main job is to facilitate the room, make sure everything's happening when it needs to. And just keep the crowd engaged. If someone bombs, you just bring the room back to where it needs to be. If someone does well, you sort of bring it down a little bit, but even just keep the ball rolling. There's so many tips and tricks to emceeing. I guess as a comedian, bro, I like challenges. Emceeing is a challenge. Like people can throw challenges at you while you're up there, and being able to come up with a solution on the fly is like, it's really cool.
Yeah, sick. I was talking to Matt about and I was like, okay, cool, what should I know? And he was telling me that Kajun Brooking comedy isn't a one-man band. How does your wife help you with your stand-up?
One-man band. I guess not. Yeah, Matt's right, but Matt, they know Tanya and that from the shows that she's come with me. First of all, I think if you're in a relationship or me and her are married, your partner, not for everybody, but they necessarily will be part of your comedy journey just for the fact that you're doing it. And the other thing with being a comedian, bro, is that in order for you to be as successful as possible, everything starts at home. Yeah. It doesn't start once you hit the road. It doesn't start once you're on the stage. Like that's that's well into the future. It all starts what's happening at home. Yeah. So if things ain't going good at home, in the workplace or whatever like that, you're not going to be able to be the best comedian that you can be. Yeah. You need to be, need to have your confidence. Your mental well-being needs to be up. You need to have slept well. You need to be eating right. And all that starts at home. And then all that starts at home too with your wife or whatever relationship you're in. Bro, you don't want to have a domestic or an argument but before a show, man. Like you're going to go out there and you'll be running at 70% or something like that. Yeah. So Tanya supports me a lot, especially the fact that I'm on the road a little bit too. But I think that the biggest thing with my wife, bro, and what's fast-tracked my learning, because at the end of the day, we comedians out there, you got to remember that comedy's all about craft. Yeah, it's a psychology. It's not about going out there and telling jokes, bro. That's just what the audience sees. Yeah, it's all about craft and education and learning. It's like any occupation. You start at the bottom and you learn. If you're doing something with machinery, you don't even know how to work the machine, and then someone teaches you, and then you notice things about the machine, and then you become an expert on the machine. Yeah. But
you're only getting that 10 minutes at a time, 6 minutes at a time kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I watch comedians. I mean, I'm 6 years in, so I watch some comedians now, and I can tell they don't give a fuck about the craft. I can see it. And they may not know, but I can see it because they're not using some of the techniques and stuff like that, like just going out there and trying to riff or trying to be funny or something like that. But you've got to put in the work, bro. You've got to educate yourself. You've got to pay your dues when it comes to the craft. So with me, one of the big things too, man, is feedback. Yeah, bro, don't be afraid of feedback or people's opinions. 'Cause at the end of the day, They could be right, they could be wrong, but you just take what you want from it.
Yeah.
So that's when my wife comes in, bro. My wife is ruthless, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, say, for instance, we'll go to a show, and because she knows me so well as a person, when I perform and she watches me, she just knows. Like, say, for instance, I'll go out there and I'll tell a joke that she's seen, 10, 20 times, but she'll know something different about it.
Yeah.
And so, for instance, I'll go out there and I'll tell a joke, and then we'll be driving home in the car later on, and she goes, hey, you told that joke? I'll say, yeah. And she'll be like, you know how you did this with your hands? I was like, yeah. She was like, you should keep that. That's cool.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah. I'll go back and watch the video, bro. Bang on the money.
Hey, yeah.
And so that way I can keep evolving my jokes. There'll be times where we'll go to a show, we're driving home, and she'll turn to me and she'll say, you know what? You didn't have the same energy that you usually have. And I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah, you didn't. You just buttoned down a little bit. I'll go home and watch the video because I always watch back, bro.
Yeah,
always. Yeah. And it hurts sometimes. Like sometimes a lot of people avoid it. Yeah, but I don't, because it's part of the craft, bro. It's part of the learning process.
Literally.
But she'll be honest with me. Yeah, and she'll say, "Oh, you didn't come out with the same energy. You're a little bit off." And I'm like, "What?" I'll come back and I'll have a look at the video, and bro, bang on the money. Yeah.
You really need someone to be that honest with you.
You need somebody, bro. Like the
amount of times you go up and do a mediocre job, and everyone's like, "Oh, it was good," but it could have been better.
Yeah, there's even things that you might do that you don't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, and someone will identify it. Yeah, you'll tell a joke a certain way. Maybe something's happened and you've timed it differently. Yeah, and because she's not even a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's seen multiple comedians now, so she knows what comedy looks like. She's seen top tier comedians and all that sort of stuff, so she knows what good comedy looks like.
And knowing you so well, she could recognize when you're good and bad and kind of thing, or she knows what the best can be. Yeah,
exactly. So that's my trump card. Yeah, and that fast tracks my learning too. Yeah, it's all about educating yourself on the comedy. Yeah. But as well, even if you don't have anybody that's there, you just have to be mindful in yourself then of what you're doing and really sort of
purposely doing things.
Yeah, and have good observation of what works and what doesn't. Yeah. But having someone else there, like the coach of your team on the side, just saying, "Hey man, next time try this." Or there's times like for Comedy Festival, she came through for the last 2 days when I was in Wellington, and your feedback was good, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's really tough. Yeah, because that's when you hear people like hiring like directors and stuff, but it's unnecessary. Yeah. Got my critic.
Yeah. But it's hard to, like, with my wife, it's easy. I find it hard, like, if I spot something, I don't necessarily go to a fellow comic and say to them, "Bro, when you did this, man, you should really do it this way." There's a thin line between sort of insulting somebody or it coming across the wrong way.
Like the amount of times I've gotten advice and people are like, "You don't have to listen to this, but..." And so it starts like that. And even though I'm only just 2 years in, so it's like, if anyone is ever like, "I've got some advice for you," or like, "Oh, maybe you want to hear this," it's like, "Oh, give it to me. I will take anything." Oh, bro, if you're about to tell me I'm shit, please tell me, because I don't want to carry on being like that.
Yeah. When I first started, I don't do it anymore. Maybe I should, but when I first started, like the first year and a half, whenever I worked with like a top tier dude or a dude that I just met who was above me, so to say, bro, I'd always ask him for one piece of advice, just one, and all those little bits and pieces, when I accumulated them, they actually helped me too. Because the experiences and that you get through comedy, and the amount of times that you need to gig in order to learn, you can fast track that by other experiences or even just asking people. Or same thing, bro, podcasts.
Oh, exactly. I'm literally doing that, recording it and then watching it back.
Well, the other thing is too, it's almost like you're not asking me for advice, but you'll be getting all the tidbits.
Literally that. Like been asking every man and his dog that I talk to that about doing longer sets, because obviously that's something that just seems so foreign. And even just moving up the ranks of like going to 6 to 10 to 15 to 20, yada, yada, yada.
What have you got so far?
I reckon I could do a pretty mediocre 15.
Yeah. See, but that's it. And that's how it starts too, bro. Yeah, because you have, like, don't be afraid of like thinking to yourself that you've got to keep a tight 8 or a tight 10 and you need a tight 15. Nah, man, I think we've all done the mediocre fill-ins to get to where we need to be, you know. And you even do it in your hour, bro.
Yeah, because someone was pointing out to me like even the NZ Comedy Fest people, the people that are doing those shows, it's like they're not the best shows in the world because it is also their first time doing an hour.
Yeah.
And so I didn't this time, but I definitely need to get up there, or even just see anybody's like first kind of hour. I don't know. It feels like it's something that could like, I don't know, like set the expectation or be like, because it's always just a thing of like, I don't want to look at the person that's at the top of the stairs. I want to see someone who's 2 steps ahead of me.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. One interesting thing that I learned about an hour when I did my first hour in Gisborne. So we got there, early, but not the same day that I was performing. And we went to Tito, our big Kauro. We went to his show that he was doing their solo hour. And we went along just to support people. I think Joe was the show before. Ben was the second one. We got to Gisborne. We had enough time to get to Ben's. And we got there and I sat down and I watched Ben's show. And same thing, like observation, learning, figuring out different things about the craft. And while I was watching Ben, I realized that when you do an hour, you can take your time.
Yeah.
You know, you can take your time. Another thing that you have to realize too is that the people that have come along, they have actually come along to watch you.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not like there's, like you were talking about, it's not like a whole bunch of fucking dudes that turn up to a pub drunk, you know, they're kind of there for a lineup, maybe don't give a fuck, they're talking and all that sort of stuff. The people that come to our, they're actually genuinely there to put eyes on you and support you. Yeah, and that helped me the next night when I did my hour, because I had that running in the back of my head the whole time. I was like, bro, take your time. It's not a set. You know, I have to stay within the hour.
Yeah.
But I can still go out there and just cruise, just be myself, because that's what they've paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to going out there and thinking, I've got to slay, I've got to do well.
Yeah.
And thinking to yourself, you know, like, this audience here is, the
end all be all.
Yeah, but the thing is, you remind yourself, no, these dudes are here for me. Yeah, so we'll just have some fun.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, they're going to get what they're given.
Yeah. But in the same way too, they're more forgiving.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they're total strangers. Oh, who's this fucking guy? You know, he's kind of funny. You know, they're turning up there with support in their heart. You know, they're there to sort of, you know, they brought their ticket because they just want to come and see you and are happy about you being up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just remind yourself constantly about that.
Oh, that's pretty all good. So then, how's it going with like the social media stuff? Like you started in 2020, and then when did you like start doing the videos? And then when did you really start doing the videos? Because there was definitely a moment where it's like, holy shit, this guy won't get off my For You page.
Yeah, oh man, is that right? Is it like that? Because that's what other people have said to me too. Because I don't know, because I don't really pop up on my own page.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah.
Bro, I really, you know, like you just said there, I really started about a year ago. Yeah, and before that, like the year before that, I probably just started doing it regularly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When I first started, I was lazy as hell, bro. I still am actually. What am I saying? But like when I first started, it was just because I had silly ideas.
Yeah.
I just wanted, you know, I don't want heaps of followers. I didn't want likes, or I didn't have a reason that I needed all that.
Yeah.
But I just did it because I had funny ideas.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to just chuck them out there. Yeah. One thing that was happening too in those early days, I was getting video. Like I did a video. It was like a Justin Bieber song parody one way back in the day, and it blew up. So I was blowing up like in my with videos I was just chucking out there.
Yeah.
And like they were rare. Like I wasn't chucking them out all the time, but when I would chuck some out, there'd be bangers. Yeah, but I didn't ride the wave, the momentum to
maintain.
Yeah, and to get more followers and stuff like that. I'd get a banger and I'd be like, yeah, I've done it. Took it off the list. And then you know, wouldn't post anything for the next 4 months or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, of course, when comedy started, I realised the relationship between social media and comedy. And so I would do some videos and stuff like that just to sort of, you know, come up with some ideas and put it out there. The reason why I ramped things up, man, over the last year, I'll tell you why, bro. So I ramped my social media up over the last year because of the Billy T's.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what happened is I've done the Billy T's twice now.
Really?
Tried to go for the nom. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
The first year, I went all out. You know, I headed there, did an awesome pitch, went off to the show, fucking killed, bro. Killed, you know, and didn't get a nomination.
Yeah.
And disappointed.
So how does this work? This is more steps than I expected there were.
Yeah, so first you got to apply.
Yeah, apply.
But before you can even apply, you need to have performed a solo show at the New Zealand International Comedy Festival. So because I did my first one in Wellington, I went there, did the first one, and then I was eligible. Mm-hmm. And the coolest thing is they contacted me. Oh, man. So why they contacted me, bro? I hadn't done the New Zealand International Comedy Festival, but I was this fucking ballsy comedian that was coming through, that was killing. And I was like, okay, I want the fucking Billy T. And the only reason I wanted it is because he's my favourite comedian. Yeah. And I just wanted that because it's his name's attached to it, you know. So I messaged the New Zealand International Comedy Festival. And I'm like, look, my name is Kajun Brooking. I want that Billy T. How do I get it? And they messaged me back. They didn't even know who I was, bro.
Yeah.
And they pretty much said that, you know, like, who are you? You know, and I was like, oh, shit, you know. And they said, hey, look, if you want to be eligible for the Billy T, you need to perform in our festival, do your solo hour. Which was, they brought me straight back down to earth. You know, I was kind of like, oh, shit, okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
and then, of course, I was like, wait a minute, they don't even know who I am, you know. And of course they didn't.
Yeah.
You know, because I was a regional comedian doing well here. And doing well when I went to Auckland, Wellington, but not a known name because I'm not from there. Mm-hmm. So that brought me back down to earth. So the next year I did festival, didn't even think about the Billy T. They saw some of my stuff, and then that year they messaged me, hey, are you going for the Billy T? And I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, guess I will. Yeah.
So I applied, went, bro, nailed the pitch, nailed the show.
So did you have to go to Wellington to meet with someone and be like, this is my idea for a show kind of thing?
Yeah. So what you have to do, you apply. Shit tons of people apply.
Yeah.
A certain amount get through. You all go to Auckland. You all stand in front of a panel and pitch your show for the next year. Of course, half of us probably don't even know what our show is for the next year.
That's what I was thinking.
But you got to go there with some kind of idea, and that's the make or break for the pitch.
Yeah.
They can probably see through you anyway if you don't quite know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So you have to nail that pitch. And then later on that night, you walk out in front of, I don't know how many it was the first night I went, like maybe 200 people, and you do like 5 or 6 minutes.
Is that at the Civic?
Yeah. And then the next day you find out whether you're through. Yeah. Oh, sure. So I'm on the bus on the way back to Wanganui and I get the phone call, awesome job, but you didn't get through. You know, and I was like, sweet, you know, cool. Disappointed, as you would be, but you know, always optimistic anyway.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. But last year, I went through, because I did Auckland and Wellington. And so I went through, did Auckland. The day I did my pitch, bro, fucking pandemonium. Yeah, it couldn't have been a worse day for all this shit to happen to me, bro. And all I wanted to do was get my wife tea. Tea at the T2 shop down the main street of Auckland, yeah. And I cruised into Auckland, walking down the street, and a whole bunch of dudes, bro, fucking, I'd say about 40 or 50 of them. Majority Māori, they're all on the street corner of like, I think it's Queen, the main one.
Yeah.
And one of them recognises me, bro. And this is what he says to me. He yells out and he's like, hey, are you the Sikh dog Mangumba Wiggles guy? Or that's what he said to me. And I looked and I was like, yeah, bro. And then pretty much everyone turned, saw me, and then they all came over. Some of them were taking selfies, we were chatting, all that sort of stuff. Next minute, bro, all these guys, bro, they get into a haka formation. In the middle of the street, they all run out, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck's going on? And, bro, I'm Māori, so I was like, fuck yeah, you know, and I jumped in, and I was standing there getting ready to do the haka. And the bro starts popping off, you know, we're getting ready, fucking, you know, getting ready. And they all took their jerseys off, bro, and they had the fucking Destiny Church t-shirts on.
Yeah.
And bro, when I seen that, bro, I've got a transgender son, you know. So being in there getting ready to haka with them, I was like, the fuck? Yeah. So I made my way out of that group, and I walked around the corner. And when I walked around the corner, there was the Palestinian march going on, and I looked down the street, bro. There's fucking tens of thousands of people straight out, and I'm at the front of it, bro. And I turned around and I'm like, what the hell's going on here? So I started just walking with them, doing the chants and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Bro, started like locking into their energy, you know, we're like, I can't even remember what it was, but, you know, we're like, Palestine, yeah, and then dudes are like putting their arms around me and we were all rocking and stuff. And then when we were going past the Destiny Church guys, they all started huckering, and I was like, God damn, you know, I was with these dudes a minute ago. I didn't know they were Destiny's Church. And so we walked past, as we're cruising past, there's another guy at the front with me, and he's got like a big megaphone thing. And he starts ranting at them, hey, you're a fucking disgrace to our people. You're a fucking piece of shit. And I start burning off his energy. So I'm in there too, yeah, you motherfuckers, you know, because of my son, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm representing, you motherfuckers, yeah, that's it. And then one of those bros, he's like, hey, the Sea Dog Mongrel Mob guys turned on us, you know. And then they were all like, yeah, fucking. And then it got a bit aggressive, bro. Yeah, me and this other dude was standing there, and he was on his megaphone, you know, and I was getting hyped up, and he's like, yeah, man. And then they were all standing at the, you know, like this. And then, bro, I was sitting there like fucking throwing pretend kicks. Yeah. Like, I didn't jab because I thought they'd be too aggressive, but I was like standing there like, yeah, come on, cunt, like throwing kicks. And then, bro, a fucking cop came and grabbed me.
Oh, real?
Yeah, a cop grabbed me, bro. He's like, come with me, mate. You know, and he grabbed me. I can pull me over to the side. I was like, oh, no, I've got the billies, you know, I'm going to get arrested. And I was bumming. And he said, yeah, come over here. And he saw me, bro. And he was like, fuck you, the Māoris in the street guy? Because he must have seen the song that I sung on TikTok and that. Yeah. They were thinking, yeah. So he knew me from social media. And he was like, bro, are you that fella? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you're the comedian, eh? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, fuck, bro, I love your shit, you know. Yeah. Because I thought I was about to get arrested, bro, from this guy. And then he was like, yeah, I love your shit, man. He was like, hey, look, man, I'll fucking let you go, but just take it easy, okay, bro? And I was like, fuck you, bro.
Easy enough?
Yeah. And so I jumped in with the crowd and just kept going, you know. And so it was already wild, bro. What I'd been through already. And then there was this other guy I met. He would have briefly introduced himself, but he thought that I was the son of one of his friends that had already passed away, and he was introducing me to all these people, bro. And he was like, "Hey, this is so this is his son." Maybe I looked like him or something. Yeah. Resembled him. And these dudes, like they may have even been Palestinian, bro. Like they looked I'm Māori, bro, but maybe they thought, you know, I was with them. So I marched with them for a while. But when we went past the T2 store, I veered off, bro.
Got off the bus.
I veered off, bro. I was just like, you know, I was into it. I was raging.
This is my stop. Cheers, brother.
Yeah, I didn't even say that, but I was just sort of raging and then sort of like sidestepping, like, and then thought, yeah, I fucking escaped the chaos, you know. And so all I wanted was tea. Yeah. I just wanted to bring something home for my wife, bro.
Of course.
And so I got into T2, got the tea that I wanted, came out, had all these shopping bags. Bro, when I came out with all these shopping bags, bro, the crowd walking past, they all look at me, bro, and this is what they start saying, bro. While you're shopping, bodies are dropping. What? And bro, the guilt start pouring on again, you know, and I'm holding all this shit. I was like, you know what, fuck it. And I jumped back in, bro, and I walked with them all the way around to wherever we went. There was a big fucking rally. I stayed there, was a part of the energy. You know, I was fucking chanting, having the time of my life. Went back to my hotel room with like fucking fuck all time to spare before I had to go to the billy.
Yeah.
Grabbed my shit, ran up there, went in. I had a little bit of time because there were still other people that were going up before me. And then I went in, but I was fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was exhausted. So much had happened to me. And then when I was in there, I did my pitch, but I could tell that it wasn't, you know, for what I had been through that day, I just knew I hadn't given it everything that I could have. Yeah.
You had a long day.
I had a weird day, bro. But all I wanted was tea.
Yeah.
I just want to get some tea for my wife, bro. And I knew I had blown it. You know, I was just kind of like, man, I got up there, I couldn't be fucked, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and even though it was my dream to sort of win that award because it's attached to his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sort of, I knew I'd blown it. And then I went out that night, killed, thought I might have won it back. Yeah. But I obviously I didn't because I didn't get it. Yeah. So when I got home, bro, that red light, is your camera all right?
Yeah, that means it's recording.
Yeah, so when I got home, when I was coming back on the bus, they gave me a call. Joel rang me. Love Joel.
Yeah.
Absolutely love Joel. He's with New Zealand International Comedy Festival team. Brings me up, he said, bro, you didn't get through. And I was disappointed again. You know? Yeah. But I knew it.
Yeah.
So, I took it on the chin because I was like, I had a wild day. I went up there. I didn't give it my all. I don't really deserve it anyway because I know other people would have worked harder for it, and went home. But what I promised myself, bro, is when it came to comedy and my content and me just being myself, I had held back from being myself because I didn't want to upset anybody in the comedy industry or create reels that industry people or stuff like that thought were controversial and think that my brand might not represent what they want to convey or anything like that. And then when I got back, I thought, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm just going to do what the fuck I want to do.
Yo.
Like, I'm not going to worry about what anybody thinks, what the industry thinks. I'm going to create these videos that I've been thinking about for a long fucking time.
Yeah.
And whatever happens, I don't care, because this is who I am and this is me.
Yeah.
And so I said to myself, you know what? Make your videos and believe in your ideas and be yourself. Yeah, don't hold back for anybody.
Because that's the best part about the internet. Is like, it just like, cool, the industry's nice and all. That's very cool that it's there.
Yeah.
But it's not the end all be all.
That's not, bro.
It's not.
Yeah, it's like, and that's the thing. Like I could have waited around and relied on the industry to see my talent and then give me the opportunities, which will create a following and give me more opportunity. Or I just go out there and fucking create my own audience.
Yeah, bro. Exactly. That's fully what this is for. Let's go.
Yeah. That's what I did, bro. You know, I was like, fuck everything. Like, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to show the world who I am, and I'm going to see who's on board with me.
Literally.
And then when I went out there and started doing it, like Tawhetu and Cap Collins, the naming of New Zealand videos and that, I thought they could be risque. Like, so that's why I never did it in the past, because I thought people might see it and think, oh, this guy's fucking bringing all this shit back up. You know, and he's talking about fucking colonization stuff and all that, which I am. You know, but I'm putting a funny spin on it too. And some of it probably can be looked at as being offensive. But, you know, that and the other videos that I make helped me create my own audience. So I didn't need people to promote me or give me opportunities because of my comedy, or, you know, I went out there and created my own audience just through my own brand, like we were talking about before with your solo hour. Now people know what I'm about and who I am. So now they know what they're going to get. Literally. When they come to my shows. Yeah. Like, and even my 2 previous years of solo hours, there was stuff that I didn't say in my shows because I thought, that's a bit too much.
Oh, really?
You know? Yeah. And then, you know, once I started doing that, I was like, you know, I'm going to go out there. I'm not going to go out there with the purpose to offend anybody. Yeah. No way, because as a person, I'm not that way inclined. I'm actually a nice guy. Yeah. And I'm way different to the person you see on social media too. But, you know, I'm still going to create a brand so when the people come out, they know what they're buying. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what generates my ideas and my content is insanity. So I feel like a majority of my life, I think I'm not all there. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think I'm slightly insane. But how I self-medicate myself is I have too many weird, warped ideas that are humorous that are just constantly stuck in my head. And the thing is, I keep building them and building them and new ideas. And then before you know it, my brain doesn't work properly because I'm malfunctioning, because there's all these ideas that are just getting thrown around. Got to get it out. Bro, got to get it out. Yeah. Yeah, and the only solution to that is to turn it into social media or a reel, the idea. Bro, once I create the idea and I get it out there, it leaves my head and it clears up space for everything else to move around. And so that's why now I keep creating, bro, because I just keep making space because there's new ideas popping up, and the pressure, the pressure in my head is building because there's too many in there. Yeah. And so when I create and I get rid of it, I put a full stop on it, and it gives me more room to develop new stuff. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, ball of a time. Because with like the extended period of time, like doing like longer sets and stuff, how do you find yourself working on longer chunks? Like, do you just have to just put the time into it and be like, cool, I'm working on this section now, and then I'll get that to I don't know, do you feel like you're finished with that point and you go on to the next one, or you're like, okay, I've got the next month to work on this chunk, and then the next month it's going to be this chunk, and yada, yada, yada?
Yeah, similar, like you're definitely right with the chunk bit, but everything is constantly a work in progress. Yeah. Everything, even your jokes that you feel like you're refined or you're getting close to refined, every time you tell that joke, you might figure something else out in a way that changes the joke. So the joke is always evolving.
Exactly. So since everything's always evolving, when you're trying to make the 60 minutes as good as possible and there's only a limited amount of time that you've got, do you have to force yourself to be like, okay, this could be more, but I need to work on this next one?
Yeah, you definitely have to put a full stop on things. Yeah. Yeah, you know, when you do your 60 anyway, you should have already had a chunk of it there anyway that you've already built.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even the same thing is too, the 60 is even a work in progress. So there's probably jokes that you've put in there that later on that you'll do out in the world and lineups and that'll be constantly evolving anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes even though there might even be jokes that you feel like they're not there yet, but you don't have time, you've run out of time. So you just go out and deliver what you got anyway.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because the other thing of a comedian, bro, they can do your head in, like if you're constantly trying to perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to figure out a way to just accept what you have and just trust in it. Yeah. Because that can actually hold you back and be more detrimental and cause more stress if you're dwelling over sort of certain parts. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to know when it's good enough. You know, like it might not be as good as you can get it to or where you want it.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the 60, well, I can't say I've still got to the time where I've got a full blown polished 60, like mwah, you know. But every time I go up, it gets closer and closer. Yeah. So the show that I did at this year's festival, I'll probably do it next year as well. But I think by next year, mwah, you know, because I've already got the experience and I'll be able to put the polish on what I've already done.
Yeah. Oh, decent. Yeah, because that was really just what I've been worrying about. Like even working on the last 6 minutes I've been doing, it's like I just want to keep really honing these six, just hone the shit out of them. But it's like, I could be working on more. Like I could be making the mediocre 15 into a slightly less mediocre. So that was cool to hear. Is it true that some guys came to your job looking for tawhito?
Bro, on a daily basis, bro.
Really?
Yeah, on a daily basis. So I'm wondering if that particular time you're talking about, what happened that day? They came from Tai Happy. Yeah. So I'm in the smoker room, bro. They picked the worst time, bro, because I'm in my smoker break. Yeah. So I'm in the team room, having a smoker break. We wear earpieces. Yeah. Yeah, and someone comes across and says, "Hey, KG, you need it in gardening." You know, I'm like, "Oh, bro, I'm on break." Yeah. You know, call someone else. And they're like, no, there's actually people here
for you
that want to see. So when they said that, I already knew what it was about because, bro, I average like about, I'd say between 5 to 10 photos a day.
Really?
Yeah, in my workplace. I'm so easy to find. And a lot of the people aren't even there to find me. They just
do?
No, yeah, they're in their shopping. Bro, shit ton of out-of-towners, they come in. Yeah, and I'll be working away and then all I hear is this, fuck, is that you to fair too? You know, like all the time. Or the other thing is, like, say, for instance, if the Facebook people, it's always te whetū. Yeah. Hey, it's fucking te whetū. If they're young kids, they're TikTokers, then it's, hey, it's Seek Dog Mungle My Wiggles guy. So I've got a couple of aliases, but it helps me to define which,
attitude to...
No, or which social media platform that they know me from.
Oh, yeah.
It's easy, bro. Yeah, because I can define it between those two. So these guys... must have been a post, I think it was on TikTok. They saw me in a photo with somebody else, so they knew that I worked for the Wanganui warehouse. But they fucking piled into a van and they drove from Tai Happy to Wanganui, jumped out, come in the store trying to track me down, must have found a team member in gardening, said, hey man, where's the guy? You know. And when I knew it was them, or when somebody communicated and said, hey, these guys, okay, I know, obviously. I wasn't expecting a fucking van load to be standing there, you know. But I said, all right then, time to meet me outside the team room. Someone must have died. I walk out of the team room, but there's a crowd there, hell yeah, you know. And so we took photos, because there were so many of them, we took a whole bunch. Yeah. But yeah, it happens on a daily occurrence, yeah.
So how do you deal with that then? Do you like it? Do you not like it?
No, I don't mind it. Yeah. It's actually really normalised for me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't spend all day with them.
Obviously.
And because I've done it so much, I've whittled it down to how I know how to react in those moments.
Make it fast.
Yeah.
Make it easy.
And the other thing is too, which I think is weird, but a lot of people comment on the fact that I'm nice. So I don't have to expect them to come in and I'm an absolute wanker or something, because I don't know how the other social media guys are. Yeah. But when they come in, I just be myself, you know, like I'm polite. If they want a photo, of course, man, you know, because it's simple. Yeah. You know, you just stand there and they hit the button. I do my thing. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's my thing.
That makes it easy.
Boom. Yeah. Well, at least I know where to put my hands, bro.
Literally.
Yeah, because sometimes you can get awkward as, you know, I can do it with my hands, you know, but I do that. Bang. You know what I've noticed now? All the kids that come in now, when they take a photo of me, they do this.
Oh, no.
They know, bro. Yeah.
They know.
Yeah, they know.
They know.
Which is crazy. But the other thing is too, being a comedian, I don't know, bro. I would say genuinely, as a comedian, you do have to be a nice person.
Yeah.
And you have to have that sort of rapport and that presence, especially in order to maintain your popularity as well. Not be an asshole, because that can be detrimental to your career. But the other thing is too, everyone that comes in, they are potential audience members. And they have the potential also to give feedback depending on how you react. You're going to come into, hey, I met this guy today, complete fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Or, but the majority of it, hey, I met this guy today, really nice guy, quite surprisingly, stuff like that.
It's fucking sick, bro. This has been so good. I've been so hyped to do this with you. This has been some of the best 54 minutes of freaking podcasts I've done so far. This has been so cool, bro. Cheers for this.
That's good feedback.
Cheers, this has been...
Nah, sweet as, bro. All good fun.
Too good, bro. Too good. Let's go. Oh, and I would say plug something, but all the people watching this know who you are already. So.
Yeah, I hope so. And if you don't, man, you better fucking learn quick.
Find him on TikTok. You heard the stories.
Oh, nice guy. Supposedly.
Oi, get out of it!